In recent weeks, the Pentagon has deployed numerous U.S. military resources to the Middle East, coinciding with President Donald Trump's suggestion that he is keeping the option of military strikes against Iran on the table. At first, Trump issued warnings of potential military intervention should Iran proceed with the mass execution of prisoners or the killing of peaceful protesters. However, he later asserted that Iran had ceased the execution of 800 protesters who were in custody. Following this, Trump emphasized the necessity for Iran to negotiate a deal regarding its nuclear program. The military buildup is increasing steadily, and it isn't just American combat aircraft. The aircraft carrier U.S.S. Abraham Lincoln, guided missile destroyers, and littoral combat ships are already in Iran's backyard. Now, after a meeting between Trump and Netanyahu on Iran strategy, another aircraft carrier, the U.S.S. George H.W. Bush, is expected to join the U.S.S. Abraham Lincoln soon. Here's all you need to know. A second carrier group would provide additional tactical air power for a sustained operation against Iran. The 10th and final ship of the Nimitz class of the United States Navy's nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, USS George H.W. Bush, is named for the 41st President of the United States. George H.W. Bush measures 1,092 feet and displaces over 100,000 tons, making her one of the world's largest warships. CVN-77, nicknamed Avenger, features a bulbous bow design. The flight deck has curved edges that are meant to reduce the radar signature. As with other Nimitz-class carriers, USS George H.W. Bush is a floating airport, home to a crew of thousands of sailors and Marines. She can carry typically up to 56 fixed-wing aircraft, as well as up to 15 rotary aircraft. With steam catapults and arrestor wires, the carrier can launch and recover aircraft rapidly and simultaneously. The carrier can launch aircraft at a rate of 1 every 20 seconds. Many years ago, Iran stood as a key ally of the United States in the Middle East, particularly during the reign of Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. The Shah invested in American military armaments and permitted CIA operatives to establish clandestine listening stations aimed at surveilling the Soviet Union next door. In 1953, the CIA orchestrated a coup that solidified the Shah's grip on power. However, in January 1979, the Shah, who was gravely ill with cancer, departed Iran amidst a surge of widespread protests challenging his authority. Subsequently, the Islamic Revolution, spearheaded by Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, established a theocratic regime in Iran. Later in that same year, a group of university students stormed the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, demanding the extradition of the Shah, an action that ignited a hostage crisis and resulted in the breakdown of diplomatic ties between Iran and the United States. In the 1980s, amid the turmoil of the Iran-Iraq War, the United States provided support to Saddam Hussein. As the conflict unfolded, the U.S. executed a brief yet impactful military operation that severely weakened Iran's maritime capabilities, a phase of the war often referred to as the Tanker War. Subsequently, the U.S. military mistakenly shot down an Iranian civilian airliner, claiming it was confused for a military aircraft. Since then, Iran and the United States have oscillated between hostility and reluctant diplomatic engagement, with their relationship reaching its zenith during the 2015 nuclear agreement. This landmark deal required Iran to significantly curtail its nuclear ambitions in return for the alleviation of economic sanctions. However, in 2018, Trump made the decision to withdraw the U.S. from the agreement unilaterally, which ignited rising tensions in the Middle East, a situation that escalated further following Hamas's attack on Israel on October 7, 2023.